It was a total lie. These people don't deal in facts and evidence. They deal in lies and malevolence and manipulation. So I watched as they, and particularly that awful Samantha, who isn't a journalist's little finger, she is just a gossip monger, as they whipped up all this hysteria. And I thought, wow, it really needs to be exposed. The lack of ethics. Over 7 weeks to carry on the abuse. I'm now wondering whether they were paid. Please, will you take out Liz Gunn altogether so she can't even do the journalism telling the truths? This government's tried to take me out in many different angles, but were these ghastly people paid to do this? Because 7 weeks of abuse simply for saying to New Zealand, what we need primarily is a movement of the people that's not tribal, and we take back our power and we get the globalists out that way. It's a valid discussion, Brenton, and it was completely silenced in this whipped up mass hysteria, which relied, just as Jacinda Ardern's mass hysteria relied, it relied on daily lies, daily whipping up of lies in order to confuse, manipulate, divide, and generate hatred, absolutely out of the Jacinda Ardern playbook. I just don't know how you could go along with this. And that's just showing how drunk she and this ridiculous Chris, Kiwi Patriot, and that awful Samantha, and as for the other two, I mean, they're all drunk on the whiff of potential power. They would be nightmares in power.
Yeah, this is something just between you and I. I got asked to arbitrate a meeting, and there was Lisa, there was Chris, there was Kelvyn, Hannah, and Samantha. And I've honestly, in my entire life, never heard such childish amount of bicker. We went on for 2 hours. So I thought, I don't want to be accused of not letting people have their say, but I summed up at the end. I said, I've never heard such a childish thing, and I don't want to ever hear it again.
Good.
Amount of people.
Good.
People one by one, they dropped off. Kelvyn dropped off first. Kelvyn and Hannah are having issues, I think, which they're personal issues, but they don't need to air them, and it was aired publicly, and it really needn't be. If they're having trouble, they need to go and get some counselling. I think between them, they're under a lot of pressure, whether it's financial or having a child or something.
I'll tell you the pressure they're under, Brenton. They have behaved utterly unethically. They are amoral and frankly evil. What they have done is not given a damn about New Zealanders who are highly traumatised from 4 years of this sort of nonsense. The other reason I stayed silent was I thought I am not going to add to the trauma of people who have supported me. Those who know who I am will know who I am and will continue to support. Those who don't, like that ghastly Linda Greenhorn, she will continue to be abusive, and that's okay by me, but I will not add to the sum of the abuse. That is what they've done, and they've done it not to make New Zealand a better place, not to fight for our freedom from globalism. They've done it purely from self-interest, purely to get at power that they think they can grab because I built something up. And Kelvyn knows he can't get the people behind him, so he's desperate to grab it. And it's going to go through his hands because he represents evil, and what we put out was love and respect. And he has been absolutely evil. So I'm not surprised they're suffering. Not surprised at all. And they act like school children. These are not leaders in any way, and they will never help our country.